What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, some new information has come out over on Twitter from JbowenDaMan that absolutely devastated me because I have been collecting for ages now. And after hearing this news and knowing that all of this collecting and time has gone to waste, I gotta be honest with you guys, I am pretty goddamn pissed. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and dive deep, if you guys are interested in more content just like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern time, mostly Black Ops 6 and X Defiant, and we are creeping up to 50,000 subscribers. We are almost 700 subscribers away from hitting that goal. Absolutely mind-boggling. I mean, we were literally just at 45K not too long ago, so to see all the support from you guys is just insane, wild, and I really do appreciate it. So, of course, like I said, if you want to stay up to date on all this content, subscribe and hit that bell. And last but not least, I will be checking out Season 6 in Modern Warfare 3 today, starting at, well, actually, I don't know when it goes live, but I'll be live at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you guys want to see my live impressions of this brand new update, the new content, so on and so forth, you guys can find a link to my Twitch channel down in the description of this video. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, as you can see right here from Charlie Intel over on Twitter, unused Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3 XP tokens only transfer over to Call of Duty Warzone after the Black Ops 6 integration happens later this year. The XP tokens do not carry forward into Black Ops 6 multiplayer or zombies, per Activision. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been stacking, and when I say stacking, I mean stacking these tokens for absolute ages. If I knew that in a blink of an eye, a system that they had implemented for years, that has been transferring tokens for years, was just going to absolutely poof out of existence, I would have used my tokens. Activision, it's the end of Modern Warfare 3. What in God's name am I going to be using any of these tokens on at all? They're useless to me now. I have a ridiculous amount of tokens that I have earned. I personally haven't paid money because obviously, once you get your first battle pass, as long as you complete them, all the other ones are for free. But technically, yes. Everybody who has the battle pass, anybody who paid cash for that, is getting these boosters. You're paying for these boosters practically, and they're going away. They're stripping them away from you. I have to make this very clear. If this system was in place, if they stripped your tokens away every year after launch of a Call of Duty game, this wouldn't be a big deal, right? Nobody would care because we already knew our tokens were going to be gone. But nobody's coming into this game with that mindset. Everybody is adjusted to Call of Duty transferring the tokens over, and Activision has been preaching at the top of their lungs, Call of Duty HQ, oh look, we're trying to introduce Call of Duty HQ, everything's integrated together, oh, this is so easy and seamless. How are you going to incorporate something like Call of Duty HQ, have everything transferred for years and years, and then in a blink of an eye, snap your fingers and say, okay, we're cutting it now. They're no longer allowed. And the kick of the overall situation here is that the tokens will be available in freaking Warzone. Warzone! Oh my God, the things that I could say right now. I want to curse out Activision so unbelievably bad right now. It's absolutely insane. I'm happy for you Warzone players. I am. But if you guys know me, I love 6v6. I've been playing 6v6 since the beginning of time with Call of Duty, and I'm going to continue to do that, okay? Yes, I might dabble in Battle Royale, but Battle Royale is not COD. I'm so sick and tired of Activision pushing this Warzone mentality on the overall community, trying to bring them in, lure them in. Oh, well, the tokens, they're not available there. But if you go to Warzone, our free-to-play version where you can, spend hundreds in the store, you can use your tokens right there. Screw you! Screw you! These tokens should be transferring over to Black Ops 6 as well. If they're transferring to Warzone, which Black Ops 6 is going to be connected to, they should be transferring over to Black Ops 6 as well. It's absolute madness because this year, for the first time, we have the biggest grind I've ever seen in Call of Duty history. We have the prestige system back. We have, a multiplayer camo grind, a zombies camo grind, a Warzone camo grind. We have so many different camo grinds across the board, so many different variants, so many different things to do that XP would be phenomenal for. and they are intentionally stripping it and forcing you to go to Warzone to do so. And you want to know why? Because they know in Warzone, you can't cheese the system. You can't hop into shipment 24/7 or Nuketown 24/7 in Warzone, right, ladies and gentlemen? You can't activate a double weapon XP and grind for hours on end and get all your weapons done, right, ladies and gentlemen? You can't do that in Warzone, hence why all the tokens are allowed in Warzone. Now, I will say it's good because the Battle Pass tokens, I'll still have those. It sucks because I hate Warzone, so I don't even know if I want to do it, so maybe I'll just land into Warzone, try to play AFK, put like a freaking something on my W key, and just have my character sprint around the outskirts of the map for a while and just, die, reset, do that over and over again and farm Warzone because I don't want to play it. But, Warzone, if you guys don't know how the battle passes work in Call of Duty, it goes based off of playtime, not actual skill. And Warzone has the longest lobbies, so you get a lot of XP in Warzone for your battle pass. So that's where it's going to really shine, right? Having all your battle pass XP tokens in there, and you could just literally grind through every single battle pass in a blink of an eye if you just strictly go into there. But that's it. You're not going to be grinding weapons insane in Warzone. You're not going to be grinding your prestiges that, insane in Warzone. All those things are going to be definitely hyper-focused in multiplayer because it's easier to do so. And again, that's why they're not giving you them tokens in multiplayer or zombies, because they want you to go through the grind of the game, which I can, again, respect. I can totally respect that, but I'm only going to respect that if that is the usual standard for this franchise, which it's not the usual standard. We're not prepped for the scenario. They literally finessed multiple people into not using any of their tokens, stacking, making us believe that from this point on, Call of Duty HQ is going to be a universal thing with all of our tokens, all of our stuff. We'll be able to seamlessly go through different Call of Duty titles and be able to navigate and do our thing. They have programmed this community to think that way, and then in a blink of an eye, when they feel like it, they strip these features away from us. I don't know. Some might call me insane for being salty about this, but again, I don't care. What I was stacking tokens for the next COD game, and now we're at the end of the life cycle, and it's not just me, it's many others who did this as well. A lot of people who stack their tokens waiting for the next game, as we always do, right? Everybody always does this. When you start nearing the end of the Call of Duty game, not much reason to use your tokens, right? You're moving on to the next, so stack those tokens, get ready for the next game, then you can grind the battle passes faster, and your levels, and your weapons, and all that stuff, and you can get your guns, and you can get perks. That's always the mindset. And people saved, they stacked, and now they're useless for the next game, which means we have to run through them in the final season, which it's no way I'm going to be able to use all those. Even if I do use all of them, on what? What am I going to use them on? A couple of the new weapons, yeah. I mean, I guess I can grind out the Battle Pass really fast and use my Battle Pass XPs, but again, I don't want to do that because those transfer to Warzone, but I hate playing Warzone, so I got to think to myself, will I even bother going into Warzone and doing that, or should I just use them now and get through the final Battle Pass really quickly? Pointless. It's pointless stuff that's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. I know I say this all the time, but I gotta say it once more. This is why I despise the yearly cycle. I bet Activision, Microsoft love it because, it pulls them in so much money. But as a consumer and a fan of the franchise, this is why it just absolutely blows. Everything that you work towards, do, collect within the year is irrelevant. Absolutely irrelevant once the next year comes around. I know it's highly unlikely, and I know people are going to start telling me to shut up, but man, I really wish Call of Duty would just go on a 2-year schedule. Just last at least 2 years. That's it. They would be able to put more content into the game. All the fixes that they put forth towards the title will be recognized. Like for Black Ops 6, it's going to launch buggy as ever. Horrible. You know what I'm saying? But of course, over the course of the year, it's going to get better and better and better. But by the time it's fixed up, people are going to be moved on. These games only last 3-4 months, maybe 5 months if you're a little bit more of a hardcore COD player. But realistically, after that point, maybe they'll hop in for a match every month, maybe once a month. But other than that, people fall off of COD so quickly. So quickly. If it lasted longer, people would feel a reason to hop back into it. Right now, people aren't programmed that way. They're programmed to, like I said, think for the yearly release. And until that programming is broken, things like this with the tokens are going to continuously happen to this community time and time and time again. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget subscribing to that bell. I post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I'll be live today over on Twitch at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, we're going to be checking out Season 6 for Modern Warfare 3, so if you're interested, want to see what that season's all about, tune into the stream. I got a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.